How to get outside the map without a wagon with your friends and horses to explore places like Guarma in Canada is what I'm going to go ahead and show you in this video. Welcome, thanks for tuning in. So I want to start off by giving some shout outs to the people that ended up showing me this technique, which would be RollTide and NeonRazor. Also want to give a shout out to DunnyBoyo, who is the one who ended up taking me on the trip to Guarma. I will put up another video showing that trip. Problem I didn't include it in this one is because that is going to be kind of long and I didn't want to make this one too long. Also want to give a huge shout out to BubbaGogetter, who helped me in this clip to get myself out of the map, as well as a shout out to everybody else you see on the screen here. Now the reason why I'm showing you this technique is because it is pretty hard to go ahead and find the right wagon in a city like say Valentine or Strawberry and take it all the way over to this location. This makes it a lot easier where you can have your horses, you can send up as many of your friends as you want, and it's a little easier to explore if you have your own personal horse. So for this technique, what you're going to want to do is get in the posse with the people that you want to send up. I'm going to go ahead and take RollTide's horse here. He's going to jump on the back, and because we're in the posse together, that allows that. You want to go ahead and look at that bush that's up the hill. There is a brown bush, kind of looks like a dead bush. That is going to be your guiding point. You're going to head over to this location, roughly right around the R and Rattlesnake Hollow. If it does not appear on the map, it's somewhere in between the S and P and Springs, and you're aiming about 45 degrees up this hill toward that little break point in the boundary. So what you're going to want to do is get in line with that brown bush that's up the hill, and you're going to try to make sure that your horse's stamina is pretty full. Now you want to go ahead and get a good amount of speed. You're going to head up. Right before you get to this bush, you're going to notice that your horse is going to buck a little bit. And as long as you, the driver or the person that's on the front of the horse, ends up jumping off the horse before he gets to that brown bush that's right behind me, it should work where the horse will take your friend up, no problem. Now we're going to go ahead and show another one where I'm going to go ahead and send up BubbaGogetter. So I'm on his horse, we're in a posse, we're going to head toward that brown bush. You are going to notice a couple feet before that bush, your horse is going to buck. You want to just go ahead and spam the acceleration button, whether it's on Xbox or PlayStation, I think it's the A or the X. And you want to go ahead and jump off the horse before you get to that brown bush. And then it should go ahead and send up your friend on his horse. Now, so I've already sent those guys up. I'm going to try and get my horse up there so it's easy to navigate. There will be times if you don't do it right that you will slide down. Just be patient, get back, keep repeating this process. Make sure that once your horse starts to buck a couple of feet away from that brown bush, you're kind of spamming the acceleration button, or I'm on Xbox, so it would be A. For about a second, you can see the timing in this video, and then I'm just going to simply hop off, and if I've done it correctly, you'll see that the horse will end up going up the hill. So you got step one down. Now the next step is getting yourself up. Now you can send up a bunch of your friends. There is a part where you can go, or a couple spots where you can go and actually get lassoed up, and that's what I'm going to show you in this next clip. So again, you're roughly at the R and Rattlesnake Hollow, aiming 45 degrees toward the northwest of that border, roughly where that little break point is. So for the next step, you're going to find the perfect spot where you can actually be reached with a lasso so they can pull you up. There are plenty of spots where you can be reached, but the problem is there's like an invisible boundary where even if they do lasso you up, you will get over the hill and then it will automatically dislodge you from the lasso and you will slide down. So this hill specifically here is perfect. This is kind of in the area where the gang hideout is. There's a cave over in this area, and there's a couple of these specific hills that you can use. Now, what you want to keep in mind is if you're the person trying to lasso your friend up, you do not want to get too close to the lip or the edge there because you will go into a sliding animation, which sometimes will throw you off the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up in this rough area here. There are a couple spots, and if you look at the map where I'm located, it's about the E and A in Pleasant's house. I think I said that correctly. But roughly, again, we're going to be aiming toward these breakpoints in the border. So that's really going to be huge to make sure that you can get up and over without that invisible boundary forcing you down. Trying to give you a little look at the landscape, and you can see the cave that was off to, when I turned, it was off to my right, but right now it's off to my left. So again, there are a couple hills like this where you actually can go up. They look a little too steep, but you're just going to have to go ahead and trust me and try it. If you go up too far, you will keep sliding down. Fortunately, it does not take you all the way down the hill. So you want to get to about the highest point where you can get and still be standing. Now Bubba's up on the ridge right there. He is not getting too close to the edge, so he doesn't get that sliding animation. Now you can do this if you're in a posse. You just want to make sure you go ahead and turn friendly fire on, so that when he goes ahead and lassos you, he will get that red icon on you, which will make things a lot easier. If you're not in a posse, you can just bypass that step and the guy up top can go ahead and lasso you without any kind of issue. So you're going to see here, friendly fire was turned on. Bubba's going to go ahead and lasso me. Now, in this certain area here, he's able to bring me up and over the lip and then pull me up. And he wants to make sure he pulls you up a good distance so that I don't get up and start slipping. If you try this in other locations, you may have a problem where once you get up above that lip, like I said earlier, it'll automatically dislodge you and you'll slide all the way back down. So that's why I find that this specific spot right here between the E and A in Pleasance House, or just a little north of the S in Springs, is a great option. So if you do make your way to Guarma, you're going to notice where I have highlighted on this map right here is the spot where you can spawn your friends in. Whether you send them an invite or if they're in another session and you're in your posse, they can just hit rejoin posse and it will automatically load them into this spot where one person can get here and a bunch of other people can join. So again, I want to give a huge shout out to BubbaGogetter, RollTide, NeonRazor, and also DunnyBoyo for taking me here, showing me the technique. And like I said, let me know in the comments if you want to see the path that DunnyBoyo and NeonRazor ended up taking me on so you can get to Guarma pretty easy. Let me know how this works out for you. Hopefully you guys take advantage. Guarma is a great place. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you next time.